That's right. What the fuck are we doing on a Friday night? Finally, happy Friday fucking the 13th. For all you Jason fans out there, thanks Satan. But I'm finally able to bring this interview to all y'all, all the way from. Are you in Berlin?
Close.
Close to Berlin, in Germany. We have the doll god himself, Puppengott, with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
There we go. We were so happy to have you come back since you resurfaced on Instagram, and we'll get to all that fun shit in just a moment. Let's take a quick commercial break to our awesome sponsor in the UK, Poison Valley Clothing. Let's check it out. That's right. If you're looking for the latest in custom horror apparel, Poison Valley Clothing is definitely the company for you. They ship fast and it's very inexpensive, just 15 euros, I believe. All righty. And as a matter of fact, he just dropped a bunch of new designs. So welcome to Reaper's Underground, all you out there in Three Witches Land. I know I promised that I was live from the convention, but it is so fucking loud in there that I could not set up in order to do the interview. Otherwise, you would just hear a lot of bad fucking music and a lot of, like, I don't know, drunken yelling and hoo-haing and all that good stuff. So I am in my vehicle with the great Puppengott. How are you doing, brother? We missed you.
Oh, I'm fine. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun on the convention.
Believe it or not, it's been pretty good. Taking some pictures so far. It's been cool. You know, we do these appearances from time to time for our fans and stuff like that. Plus, with our new band, Iron Serpent, we are kind of doing a little, promo stuff there as well. So the response has been really good. But most importantly, you are back and you have new music. And
yes.
Man, just fucking sick killer shit, man, as always. So let's take a quick look at one of your latest videos. Check it out right now. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Just brilliant. The imagery, and I'll tell you, here at Reaper's Underground Productions, that is exactly the type of art that I personally love. It's very minimalistic. It really brings the point across, as well as being creepy as fuck. Creepier the better, I always say. So major kudos to you. Now, is that a new song for you? Is that something we can expect on the new album coming up?
Yes, it's a little bit like the intro and outro part. And I wanted to focus a little bit more on shorter but brutal songs this
Ah,
time
that I'm
because
definitely getting that flavor.
yeah, and this is why it's yeah, has this B C movie rendering look of color grading effects, a little bit cheap, but this is yeah, I like this, not too polished, not too pure, not too perfect, a little bit gritty.
Yeah, and that is definitely something that all the fans have been enjoying lately from a lot of bands. Not just yourself, but some of the other ones are like not trying to overproduce. Like you said, perfection. It's more honest, more direct, and it kind of like kicks all the nonsense to the curb. I like that a lot. And since you've been on the show before, um, you've gained a lot of fans here in the States, especially the new fans of Reapers Underground within about the last 6 months. So they're excited. I'm excited. And that album is going to drop on February the 13th. So where will they be able to get it?
It will be available on all streaming services and Bandcamp, of course, and also I've just managed to finish a little promo CD, and this will be, I believe, 50 copies. Nothing big, but yeah, like a little giveaway, something physical in this world of
Oh, that would be
streaming
amazing.
and digital. And yeah, it will be a short album, short attention span album, something you can
More like
grab from your
EP.
convenience store, and yeah, uneasy
Awesome.
listening, but short running time. I thought this
So
is like a little, hey, I'm back.
exactly. And what better than to do that, really? Many bands are doing EPs this year instead of albums. So if it's one thing most of us artists have learned, it's shorter the better a little bit, and always give them the best of the crop. Um, so many of you who are just tuning in now, Puppengott is a kind of like an experimental industrial black metal project. So if you are
Yeah.
a fan of that vein of stuff, only kind of come together in a beautifully horrific way, this is most definitely the band for you. And since we last spoke, have you been able to do any more live performances? I saw that we had. Let me double check here. Some live photos that you had posted once. There we go. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, that is just awesome. So I take it you've been able to perform a little bit more as things kind of eased up a little bit over there.
Yeah, of course. And it's, I was not sure if people are still hungry for live events, or maybe they are too addicted to Netflix and Disney Plus already. And so they, but the feedback was amazing. So it was
Awesome.
a local gig, and it was a little Helmoween, is it called? The
Nice.
town next to me is called Helmstedt, and so yeah, they done this little Halloween party with 3 to 4 bands, and they
Nice.
included me into the lineup, and it was crushing. It was amazing. It was great. And then I decided, okay, maybe um, there is a now is the time to return to the public and to social media and stuff like this.
And it's really kind of weird that you never know just what kind of a mark you make. And we both were very active during the COVID years,
Yeah,
and all we could do is just if we got invited to do a live stream, with other bands, it was like a mock pseudo concert. So now you've actually been able to get out in front of people, and now you see just how much people dig your shit, man. So that's good.
And
Uh, and
I
the
always
fact that,
believe.
what was that?
You first. You first.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There might be a little bit of a lag, I think, so I do apologize up front. But yeah, and I can see now how that's really kind of got you to come out back to social media, because it is still so important, especially when you're trying to get the whole world to listen to what you do. And you're as humble as the rest of us, so it's not like you consider yourself like this big superstar, or anything like that. Just doing what you love, and people are taking notice. Like I said, I've had a lot of people ask me about when's Puppengott doing something new, blah blah blah. As soon as you came back, the response on Reapers Underground social media has been great. They're hungry for it, so you definitely got some new fans coming your way this time around.
Thank you. More than honored. More than I deserve.
I always say the same shit.
Yeah.
For sure. So what's the focus on this particular new effort that you're putting out? Now, you said it's going to be like basically shorter, more brutal type songs. Do you have any kind of themes going into it, or like subject matter?
Ooh. I believe all the stuff I put out with or as Puppengott is always, of course, doll related. I mean, you see,
And
they
I'm
are
a
everywhere.
huge fan.
And yeah, it's still a little bit like unleash mummy from her urn, digging out the good old dead parents, blowing smoke around, stuff like this, cheap necromancy, backfiring. So yeah, this is, I believe there is, I expect, and maybe people expect, I don't know, a certain range of topics within maybe industrial or black metal. So
For sure.
if you are into this, and if you like some horror elements, I guess you will get what you want or deserve.
Well, I mean, I also think though that a lot of what you end up singing about is still kind of personal to you as well. I was always kind of curious if there was going to be like any kind of like a cult, type vibe to what you do, because it fits in perfectly, especially any kind of like horror theme stuff. Oh man, music is perfect. I've always said, I always said that I think a lot of your songs could be like a movie soundtrack in a lot of ways.
Oh, thank you.
And a lot of other people agree as well. And don't be afraid to comment in the comment section, and obviously share this out right now. Share it everywhere. So, all right. Any kind of particular, topics you got in the lyrics there this time around? Anything like specific story-wise or anything like that?
I tried to build the concept of Puppengott a little bit more into some kind of world building, so that if you listen to older stuff and a little bit more newer stuff, you will have the feeling that it is like a continuation, or like it belongs together. Not really a conceptual work, but the whole world or the whole theme of Puppengott. And so this new album was like the approach was to, okay, I've been away for a few months. I did not use social media at all. And now, how can I say Daddy is back? And then I decided, guys, it's not, it's maybe it's an entrance for some people who doesn't or didn't knew me before. And so if you already know me, you will have dots to connect. And there's a little bit more English lyrics on this one.
Ah.
So it's a melange, German and some English lyrics.
Oh, fantastic. Awesome. Definitely, I can see. That's kind of how I took Doll God myself when I first saw it. It was kind of like, seemed like this is a song that's kind of like your way of saying, guess what? I'm back. There's no stopping me. So, as we know, social media can be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Because anytime they think something's a little too strong, they like to censor, which I think is fucking stupid. You know, because I mean, I'd be posting a lot more bloody shit myself. That's just me. I'm big on horror, so. But yep, I don't think they'll be able to stop you this time. So.
Yeah. I try to be a little bit smarter this time, because I got in trouble because I violated community terms due to the claim of I would proclaim how's it called, self-harm and self-destructive behavior. Yeah. And it seemed, I had the feeling for a while it was a little bit random, because when I scroll through Instagram, I see a lot of stuff where I would consider if I show this to children. But this is not my part of responsibility, because if you are a parent, watch out what your child consumes.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And as we all know, teenagers like to, well, preteens even, like to watch whatever they can get their hands on that their parents tell them not to. So, you know, we put devices in their hands. They got computers. They can look up whatever they want. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, doesn't matter. Problem is, as an artist, suddenly it becomes a fucking problem. Or, you know, sometimes if you have somebody that just doesn't like you and they report you for no fucking reason at all, just because they don't like you. So it's like, keep them guessing. Oh, you shut my shit down? I'll just put up another one. You know?
Yeah.
We're artists. You're never going to stop what we do. And that's another thing about Puppengott that's so amazing, is just that raw attitude. Like, I'm just going to keep it real with you every fucking time. Period. I'm not putting on a show or anything like that. This is me. This is what I like. This is, you know, as long as it's not, you know, damaging or hateful or anything like that. It's just art and imagery, and it imitates life. So, you know, a lot of what you sing about is very, people can really connect with it.
Yeah.
You know, and especially in the underground fucking loves your stuff. So the more, the better. Now, it was so interesting recently. I reposted one of your videos of you getting a tattoo, and it got so many fucking hits. People asking, what is the style called that the how the tattoo was done? Is there anything you can elaborate on that to kind of appease the people out there?
Yeah, it was done with a single needle, and but it's real tattoo equipment, so it's not something shady or drug related.
Normal jailhouse tat.
Yeah. And I have this student in my from my class, and one day we talked about a little hobby stuff, and she said, "Oh yeah, I'm doing tattoos," and I said, "Oh really?" And then we had this little awkward moment when your teacher asks you to for a tattoo appointment. And she agreed. And then I sent her, I always like basic, simple, a little bit cryptic, symbolic tattoo stuff.
Sure.
Nothing too fancy with too many colors, or I mean, it's just not my cup of tea. On other
Sure.
people, it will be it looks amazing. But yeah, I like these simple ones, and something else would be very painful with this one single needle. If you would have a big size tattoo with this,
Sure.
and it takes, the small one took, I believe, 3 hours.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I
Because
mean, she wasn't using a gun; she's just using
Yeah.
a single needle by hand. Boy, the precision that has to take! Wow.
And it's dot work. Can you call it dot work? But it's very tick 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 tick, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's but I like that, and it's easy because we can do this on my kitchen table. I don't have to leave the home, or yeah,
Right.
and this is very comfortable and
Nice.
uncomfortable.
So, how's it looking right now?
Oh, it's good. It's good. I just
There we are. Now,
the healing
I have
process
to ask: is that a cassette tape?
Yes.
You knew it.
I mean,
All right.
I'm not sure if the angle fits, but yes, it's
it's
an angel on a diamond sitting over an cassette tape. Yes,
Nice.
it's
Very
related to. Don't know. Can you see that?
Yeah. Did you make that yourself?
Yeah, this is my
Wow.
only one copy in existing.
And it's sitting in the best place possible, in your hands and not someone else's. Did you make the necklace chain too?
Not myself.
Okay.
I love this stuff. This is I was a little bit inspired by I believe a few months ago you had this commercial about jewelry. This was
Yes.
related, and I thought, oh, what kind of, I like jewelry.
Mhm.
I'm really into this, even the a little bit blinky stuff. And I thought it would be nice to have this very understatement Puppengott tennis chain.
Yeah.
And it's a little
Fucking
bit
awesome.
hip-hop-ish, I guess, but
A little bit.
yeah.
Although more like almost like a Marilyn Manson way kind of thing. He had this one video where he wore like this ridiculous like fist piece that like went all the way across and said nothing but a G thing, and it stood for the word goth. So yeah, I dug that. Yeah, that's definitely a nice piece. And as a matter of fact, why don't we go ahead and run that commercial now for the Viking Vault for all my Vikings out there. Absolutely. Like I said, if you are of Norse descent or on the path of the warrior, Viking Vault's got something for you. They have excellent representations of all the symbology that you can imagine. And there's a lot of junk out there. So this company, you're getting high quality stainless steel. So check them out at thevikingvault.com. All right. So yeah, we were just talking about jewelry. So people always say that I'm a little too gaudy or whatever. Thing is, though, what people don't understand is that every piece I wear represents something about me, whether it's a philosophy that I believe in, or kind of like live my life by, or even, like I said, Frankenstein is my all-time favorite horror film, always will be. And I kind of like look at myself as kind of a modern day Frankenstein. There's so many different parts to me that most people don't get right away. And that's always like one of the things when people ask me, so why do you like Frankenstein so much? I tell them and they're like, oh shit, there's like some real life stuff in there. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, the more jewelry, the better, brother. That's the way I look at it.
Of course.
Excellent.
And you maybe only have this life. So what?
Why the fuck not?
Just
seriously.
What you can do, enjoy your life, wear the stuff you want to wear, and don't care what people say. I mean, it looks good on you, it fits your style, and it's related to you. People recognize that, and if you feel comfortable, you can basically wear anything.
So, yeah, most definitely.
You care, or you are carrying this.
Absolutely. So has anyone like seen the video and go, man, I'd like to get one of those?
I believe it's a little bit specific. Exactly, I mean the Puppengott stuff, but I believe maybe people want to have their own chain with maybe, I don't know, their names or their artist's name. The problem is most times in Germany, our culture is a little bit stripped down. So if you have tattoos, it's fine, but don't have too much or too fancy. Or if you wear jewelry, this is it's all a little bit. It's a little bit understatement. It's this. Be humble. Be a good working drone, but don't express the wish maybe for something a little bit more of value.
No kidding. Wow. Now, do you think that's because they're trying to preserve, like, I don't know, just older ways maybe? Or like, is it a issue of like being like what they would consider to be classy?
I believe most people consider this as polite because they try not to offend other people in any way, and even if you have money or a good life or you are healthy, it's that you are not supposed to show it it's you don't have to be proud. It's okay, yeah, maybe you are successful, maybe you have money, okay, please don't wear this chain, don't wear it. It's like this. And I like to combine these very glossy and shiny things like this chain with this is an horn.
Yeah.
And the chain fits around it. And by the way, interesting fact, I've got this horn from Amazon.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. You can buy an urn on fucking Amazon. Amazon officially sells everything. I bet you I could get a fucking casket off of there.
I believe
Wow.
this is human size. This is human size. This is not for animals.
Yeah, it
It's
looks about right, honestly. Nah, man,
yeah,
killer fucking prop. Hell yeah.
sick stuff.
I bet Reaper comes over to Germany. I'll offend everybody. I wouldn't doubt it because I mean I'm very openly a Satanist and of Norse descent as well, and I don't
Mhm.
hide it. I don't care to hide it. It's me. It's part of me. So that's really interesting. I'll have to see how that would roll, especially with this one right there on my left hand. So,
The Leviathan?
yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I guess this is also a little bit, or it was the problem with Puppengott at the start, because for I don't know, but for some people this is some kind of really offensive name. I mean, I never said I'm a god or anything like this. I just use the name Puppengott, and this is like I always people come and ask, uh, why this? Why do you call yourself Puppengott? Do you think you are a god or something like this? Any other?
Wow, that's really
I
odd,
mean,
actually.
yeah, it's a little bit like there's always some kind of suspicious thing about it. Don't
I
know.
guess they never see the movie The Puppet Master, or you know, it's like it's not an uncommon thing, I guess, in my opinion, especially for the style of music that you do. I think it fits rather well. And I mean, look at the success of. I'm not a big fan of them, but the success of the movie Annabelle. People have been totally obsessed with creepy dolls and creepy doll stuff. So I'm like, I'm surprised that people wouldn't take to it a little bit better than what they are. That's interesting to know.
Yeah, but I believe maybe for you, and I don't know what your experience is about this, because you are, I believe you have a big knowledge of horror movies, and you are on these conventions, so you are always in contact with these people. And I sometimes have the feeling that, correct me if I'm wrong, that what's possible in movies is for people fine. So you can show basically our TV is so violent. I mean, there is nothing we haven't seen yet. Watch things like Game of Thrones. Head
Oh,
explodes,
sure.
will be pressed to death. You will. But for artists not making movies, maybe doing music, it's like they cannot get the message if the medium is different.
No kidding.
It's like, oh, the movie, yeah, it's a horror movie. Okay, yeah, of course.
So they
There's
expect
nothing.
it.
Yeah, so they expect it.
Okay.
But if this is happening on a performance level or music level, where you cannot be sure, you are left on your own with far less impressions or far less explanations. You just have to deal with what you hear. So this is maybe what confuses people.
So I wonder, how does it make it, I don't know, I guess a little bit easier with a band, let's say like Rammstein? Or does Germany just kind of still have a lot against them, do you think?
No, they're a little bit like everyone's darling. And it's strange, but they are so successful. I mean, they are the most successful German band that sings in German all over the world.
Yeah.
And this is unique. this is unique. Maybe there are bands like the Scorpions, but they use English lyrics.
I wish they
So
didn't. I bet you they would have had a whole different like sound and presence, you know. I often wish
yeah,
they did. I wish they would have, you know. I mean, nothing against Klaus's vocals. His vocals are fantastic. It's just that I'm sure the German version is like way cooler than the English version. I don't know. So I guess so. You know, I guess people just kind of figured that, well, with Rammstein, we know we're going to get blood, we're going to get sex, violence, weird stuff all the time. So we're okay
yeah,
with it. That's
yeah,
crazy.
exactly.
Ah, isn't that something? And there's so many good bands in your country. There's so many of them. What was the name of that one band that we did a review on, Genghis? Blut Engel, I think is what they were called. Yeah. Very popular kind of goth industrial band out of Germany.
Ah, yeah. Some kind of dark pop,
Yeah.
very melodic, synthesized based. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of like their pictures and their videos, and that's not they most people don't find that striking or scary. I
Ah,
don't know. It's kind of
I,
weird.
I believe Blutengel is a phenomenon because they can use these pictures and this certain imagery, but on the other side, they are still very, they have a pop sound, if you want. So they have
Okay.
really, they have many numbers for the dance floor. So it's
Ah,
very
gotcha.
EBM, and so even if you don't like the music video or the aesthetics,
Yeah,
you maybe find something catchy in their music.
gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense now. They are a little bit, I guess, what some people would say, you know, with the times, easier on the ears, that kind of thing. So,
Yeah,
what
exactly.
is, yeah. So, what's going to make, like, let's talk about some of the aspects of the way you're recording the new tracks and stuff. Is it more brutal, just like in the voice, or is it going to be like maybe half that and then heavier on the music end of it?
Production wise, I would believe.
Okay.
It was a little bit more rough, mixed, because I decided to switch gear a little bit and I wanted to make it sound a little bit more, like we said before, unpolished and a
Sure.
little bit more dirty. And so I believe I bought a few years ago a very, very cheap drum computer. This
Ah,
sounds very basic, like an 808 kind of a cheap clone, and with
okay.
um, samples on a very low frequency and rate, and so they sound a little bit. Even if you do this double bass stuff, uh,
Ah,
it
okay.
sounds very muddy, a little bit more like a. And on the other side, some things like the snare sound very high and thin, and I like this approach, and started to use this instead of my high quality stuff, the expensive stuff. Some
So
from
instrumentation wise,
yeah,
it's going to be like heavier.
yeah,
I like that, and
and a little bit
I'm sure your
more
fans will too.
distorted. I hope so. I Yeah.
Well, you know, and it's one thing I notice, especially with groups like Morbid Angel, um, just like way more Extreme Exodus and bands like that. all have like new stuff coming out, and people are just listening to a lot of extreme, especially with black metal, because um, Behemoth is still going strong, and
Yeah.
Mayhem, and some of the ones that have like the classic first wave of black metal. So I think people would definitely take very well to this idea, and I'm really looking forward to hearing it for sure.
Yeah, and it's like you said, the trend is going a little bit into this direction.
Yeah, people want
So
more extreme.
yeah, maybe it's the pandemic aftermath.
Oh, it very well could be. You never know.
They, I don't know. I
Or
have
it
the
just
feeling
kind of
they want
ignites.
raw energy, maybe.
Exactly. Kind of like
Yeah,
ignites this raw, passionate feeling.
yeah,
And I know for myself, black metal, industrial music, either one, if I'm listening to one or the other, it always helps give me a release of some kind, especially, stress or, I never really listen to the music when I'm in a very good mood. I
yeah.
guess if I'm in a sinister mood, it would work very well as well. So, you know,
Exactly, yes.
or praising Satan, of course. So, since Norway that's all they talk about.
Hmm.
Very cool. So, you're on Bandcamp. So, for everybody out there in Three Witches Land, um, you can definitely find, download, and please buy uh, Puppengott's latest new album. Do you have a title for it?
Yeah, it's called Due to the Orn, Mother's Little Helper.
I love it. And that will be on Bandcamp, or actually puppengott.bandcamp.com. Oh man,
Yeah,
it's such a long address all the time,
yeah.
but we'll make sure to get that out in the comments for you, as well as Spotify. So I don't know if are you using like DistroKid or anything like that
It's
for the
called
distribution.
Record Jet. I don't know, is this
Okay,
a thing over there? And
I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
I believe in the end they all provide the same kind of service. If you give them if you give them your music, they will upload this for you on different streaming services,
Sure.
Apple, iTunes, and oh my gosh, I
Amazon,
believe
YouTube.
every way too many stores. I cannot believe that people use that really. Maybe it's me being
It's crazy. Most
this
people that
is
use iTunes use it because they have an Apple phone. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Or they have a Apple computer. Some people use Amazon because they figure I'm already paying for Amazon Prime, so why not get the music along with it? And
Yeah.
some people still use Pandora too, which was like one of the very first streaming abilities besides iTunes. Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
so many different ways to get music. I'm really glad that you're gonna get some physical CDs made, because I still play them. Cassettes over here, they're hard to get, and if you can find a cassette player that's in good working condition, all that good stuff, it's expensive as
Mhm.
fuck to buy.
Oh,
So
really?
that's believe it or not, over here it's kind of hard, kind of difficult.
Yeah.
Genghis says he's
This
old. He does all the old stuff. Now I still love vinyl, but
yeah.
as vinyl is also very expensive to
Oh,
produce. But man, the sound is crisp as fuck. So hopefully,
yes.
I got my fingers crossed for you in 2023 that you might be able to be on Kingside Records with me. That would be
Hmm.
baseballs. That is the goal. I was just waiting for new Puppengott to send the big man's way, and we'll see if we can't make that happen, because there's nobody
Hmm.
else on the label that's doing what you're doing, and you do it very fucking well. So,
Oh, thank you.
we're going to do our best on that one. Now, do you have a YouTube channel as well?
Yes, it's not very frequented, but it exists.
Well,
I believe
it's another way for people to connect with your music. And like I said, all your videos are just badass all the way around. Love it. And, you know, most of the people that follow me and follow Reaper's Underground Productions love videos like this. So, because so many people are horror fans, and when they see something horror related with killer fucking music, they're in all the way, all in. So you can find Puppengott also on YouTube. So all you got to do is type in the name, and it should pop right up.
Yeah,
for sure. All right. So welcome back again. And what a way to start off 2023 than having a new album come out for you. So we're all very fucking excited. With any new fans you may have made tonight, as well as everybody that is a fan already, what would you like to say to the people?
Don't buy my album. It's shit. Yeah.
That reminds me, we absolutely love a lot of your humor that goes along with what you do as well. So let's go ahead and run the new 2023 merch commercial for 3 Witches Entertainment. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Such an appropriate song for that merch commercial. We've been running that for quite a while. And that's kind of how, between that and the Reaper's Underground Productions commercial, has really put you out there in the spotlight, which is why a lot of our followers and our viewers are checking your stuff out. And we're just excited for you, man. We're going to get you to that next level. Like I said, everything that you put out is going to get reposted, and so that everybody can check out what you're doing. And keep going strong, brother. You're doing amazing, amazing stuff. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's a late hour for you. Like only 8 o'clock here.
Oh,
yeah, I know, it's crazy. But much deserved rest you must get, my friend. And like I said, we look forward to hearing more from you. And when that album drops, we will do a special show for you as well. So,
thank you.
Yep, because I definitely want to promote the new record. Tell everybody one more time the title of the new EP.
Mother's Little Helper.
It's got such a fucking ring to it. I love it. All righty. Thank you so much again for joining us tonight. And everybody out there in 3 Witches Land, we appreciate you so much. Kyler, I don't know why you didn't get a notification. Damn it. So you'll have to catch the replay. I am so sorry, my brother. All righty. But most importantly, everyone, stay heavy.
Rotten in this wasteland, left us some bleach the bones. Kids myself in the palm of my